But the question is, was it reasonable or unreasonable? Let's have a discussion. Joining us in Los Angeles, California, forensic psychiatrist, trial expert, witness, and columnist, Dr. Carole Lieberman. But let's get back to the question for this jury again. Reasonable versus an unreasonable choice under the circumstances, regardless of the impact it may have on the young man's condition.
Well, I'm going to make it unanimous and say unreasonable. The key here is what they did for the benefit of their son or for their own benefit. And it's clear that it was for their own benefit. A lot of the things that they did, besides confining him in a box, was torture, was cruel, was purposely cruel. They were angry at him. They were disappointed that he didn't turn out the way that they had hoped when they adopted him. And they were taking out this disappointment and this anger on him. And, it's fascinating. The one thing that is not good for the defense, I mean, there are a lot of things, but one thing in particular is when the boy himself said in his testimony, he said, I don't have a bad image of Tim and Tracy. They made a mistake. It's time to forgive and move on. So the jury is going to be looking at that and thinking, well, maybe it was just bad parenting. He doesn't blame them, so why should we blame him? But the thing is, you have to look at why he's saying that. And the answer is, even kids who are abused in all kinds of horrible ways, and of course this is one good example of it, the parents are the only parents that he knows. I mean, other than whatever happened in the first 7 months. But then he had the orphanage. And then here are parents who, adopted him, showed some kind of supposed love, caring, took him in any case. And he doesn't want to lose that. He doesn't want to be abandoned. So I think he's saying that, it's time to forgive and so on, because he doesn't want to lose his father or his mother to prison. He wants it's better than nobody in his mind.
All right. So based upon some of this other information that the jury's not considering, does it change the equation for you at all about the circumstances that this family was in?
Yes, it comes down to that yes, I know that they made some aborted attempts to get some kind of help, but they never followed through with anything. And yes, at the very, if they would have had to bring the child to a facility like that, that is, as your other guests have been saying, that is in combination with therapy. Yes, you want to take objects away from him that he could hurt himself with or hurt other people, but in the meantime, you're also giving him intensive therapy, and that's not what they were giving him. And he said, he ran away because he felt he wasn't loved. But at the same time, again, I go back to the fact that the jury is going to consider his wanting to forgive them. And that's going to be, there are lots of things against, that the parents did wrong. But if the son is going to forgive them, that's going to be something that the jury might be stuck on.
Dr. Carole Lieberman, great to have your input. We'll speak again really, really soon.